It's just been a joy to have such low power bills.
I just assumed that the benefits of solar would be for a private homeowner.
If I was going to rent a house, I'd rather be renting a house with a solar on it.
More than 2 million homes have made the switch to rooftop solar, the highest uptake in the world.
Rooftop solar is booming. There's a massive opportunity to target renters in terms of getting solar on the roof.
A third of Australians rent, but that doesn't mean rooftop solar is out of reach. In Bundaberg, Queensland, it's install day for landlord Ian Stanley.
On this particular home here, we've installed a system just over 5 kilowatts that will assist the tenant nicely.
I got solar on my house and just thought there'd be an advantage with resale and getting an actual tenant. I probably would have waited a little bit longer until I'd saved up a bit more money, but with the rebate, it was definitely something I wanted to jump on board with as soon as I could.
The rebate was part of the Solar for Renters trial program run by the Queensland Government. It paid up to $3,500 to landlords in Townsville, Gladstone and Bundaberg to install panels. Tenants agree to pay more in rent, but then receive the savings on their electricity bills.
I think this one ended up costing me around about $2,100 to get the whole solar installed, which is pretty good, pretty cheap.
Liang Liang is one of more than 2 million Australians who share their roof with others.
When we realised that we would actually benefit even as renters, that was a really pleasant surprise.
The Bircham in inner Sydney is one of the first apartment buildings in Australia with solar panels on the roof to benefit all the residents.
The reason we decided to put solar panels on the roof is that we create sustainable buildings, but we create buildings that are going to have low operating costs.
The Bircham has an embedded electricity network. It runs its own little energy company. It buys power at wholesale prices and sells excess solar energy to the grid. It then sends a bill to each apartment for the power used.
All of those profits go back to the body corporate. So those profits lay off 100% of the base building energy costs.
It was something in the order of 20% saving from what we would pay retail. For us, it was a no-brainer. It actually worked out better.
Jendrell Brown's home in Melbourne's north is owned by the state government, but managed by a resident-run cooperative.
We were the first rental housing cooperative to access the program. And everyone was able to opt in if they wanted to, or opt out if they chose to.
The cooperative took out interest-free loans from the local council to pay for the systems. The tenants pay an extra 2% in rent, which repays most of the debt, and the co-op picks up the remainder.
We found that having solar on the roof was a real boon to us. It was fantastic, and we've managed to save roughly about 15% of our power bills in that time.
Exclusive data provided to 730 by monitoring company Solar Analytics shows residents across the country save about $1,500 per year on their power bills. It's one way landlords can quantify how much extra to charge their tenants.
I don't think there does need to be a change in rent. I think the value of solar with the right tax incentives and rebates will facilitate a massive uptake without penalising any tenants.
A quarter of Australia's electricity is expected to come from rooftop solar by 2040, and installations are still booming despite the pandemic. But not everyone's a fan.
I've got solar to power my car. I don't have it on my roof to power my house because it would just be totally economic and it would be basically just doing something token, and I'm not into that.
Dick Smith describes himself as a pro-renewables skeptic.
So I would say it is greenwashing. It's making people feel good. But if you're a renter, the reason you haven't bought solar cells is they need to be subsidised.
While the upfront cost can be a deterrent, modelling from the International Renewable Energy Agency has found unsubsidised solar is still cheaper than coal. The solar for renters revolution is well underway, but there's still plenty of room for growth.
It makes perfect sense to me. It benefits everyone involved.
I think increasingly the market is going to be demanding, sustainable initiatives and lower energy costs.
There's a massive opportunity. Rooftop solar will be a game changer.
Hi, I'm Lee Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 730's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.